Welcome to this SharePoint PnP short video, and this time we're looking into how to lock down dependencies in your SharePoint solution. And I'd like Waldek to actually do the honors of showing this one in practice. So take it away.
Right. So when you add dependency to your SharePoint Framework project, like you can see here, each of them refers to a version range. Like so here there is tilde, and here we have the range explicitly, and here's a caret. So that means that every single time you restore dependencies, another version from the range will be installed in project. In other words, depending on when you build the project, you will get different bits. And it might lead to cases when the project will work on one environment and will not work on another. And that issue will be really hard to track, because if you compare the code will be exactly the same. The only thing that will not be the same are the dependencies. Right? So one way to solve the issue and actually have every single time the same dependencies installed is to use a log file. If you work with npm older than 5, you can do that calling npm shrinkwrap. And what that does is that scans your dependency tree, so all the dependencies that you added, and the dependencies that they have, dependencies that they have, basically the whole tree, and will write down all versions that you have installed now. And from that point on, these versions will be installed every single time somebody restores the dependencies. So with that, let's give it a run, and that will take a while to get through the whole tree. There you go. And now if we go back to code, we can actually see the file that here it went through all through the whole tree, and now it said that it resolved versions from the dependencies, and now it says which version it will use from now on. If you use npm version 5, you will get the file for free every single time you add dependency. So npm 5 does it by itself. And it's exactly the same case with Yarn. So Yarn is another manager for packages comparable to npm, and it does exactly the same. Every single time you add dependency, it will add it also to its own log file. So with that, keep in mind that when you work with npm older than 5, you have to add it by yourself, and you should always use a file to be sure that every single time you use dependencies, you use the same versions no matter when the project is being built. And that file should also be committed with the rest of your source.
Quick question, Waldek, on that one. How would I then update my version dependencies after this one has been done?
Right. So the next time you want to update, you would say, for example, npm install -- save Angular, and then you would say 1.7. Right, and because now you say which version you want to use, it would actually update a reference.
Sounds good.